Horses have long been known as symbols of freedom, strength, and endurance. But few would expect that when provoked or threatened, they can transform into true warriors armed with terrifying weapons, kicks, and bites. In today's video, we'll uncover 14 dramatic moments of horses facing off against other creatures, ranging from mischievous little troublemakers to notorious predators. The second horse seemed more stubborn, walking with a slow and deliberate posture. Meanwhile, the other horse just stood there, pretending to kick as a warning, but the dog didn't stop. In just a split second, a powerful kick landed with a sound like a hammer, striking the ground. Startled, the dog jumped back, its eyes wide as if it had just realized this was no longer a game. That scene made viewers understand that horses aren't always gentle. They have their own way of protecting themselves. And sometimes, one warning kick is enough to teach others a lesson they'll never forget. The goat invades the territory. In a quiet stable out in the countryside, a curious goat wandered in. It wasn't afraid at all. On the contrary, it even rammed its head against the wooden wall, as if to announce its presence. At first, the horse simply turned its head and blew a sharp snort through its nostrils, a clear warning that said, "Get out of here!" But the goat stood its ground, circling around the horses. With no other choice, the horse lashed out with a kick.
Way to go, Norman.
A loud thud echoed, leaving the goat stumbling.
Yeah! Way to go, Norman.
One morning on a farm, a curious sheep wandered closer to a horse. It wasn't aggressive, but its stubbornness and competitive spirit gave it the courage to boldly butt at the horse's tail. What the sheep didn't expect, however, was the lightning-fast counterattack waiting for it. A powerful kick unleashed in an instant. In the second video, the horse took the initiative. While the sheep was fully focused on enjoying its meal, bum, a powerful kick from the hind leg sent it running away instantly. A scene that makes viewers feel both sorrow and admiration. Horses, though usually gentle, will not hesitate to teach a lesson when they feel obstructed or challenged. On a small farm where wolves and horses were raised together to feed, the horse was constantly bothered by the wolf. It seemed as if the wolf wanted something from the horse. Calmly, it watched and moved step by step closer to the horse. Even while grazing, the horse stayed alert, always wary of whatever the wolf was planning to do. And then it counterattacked with its signature double back kick, but it missed because the distance was too far. The horse kept using leaps and striking threats with both of its front legs. This time, the wolf could do nothing but run with its head down. The audience witnessing such a scene would surely be astonished. In many people's minds, horses are thought to only flee when faced with predators. But in reality, when forced to fight, a horse's kick is powerful enough to break the bones of a fully grown wolf. That is the balance of nature. No creature is truly powerless if it knows how to wield its own strength. In the middle of a dry, dusty farm, where hot winds carried clouds of dirt into the air, a donkey wandered leisurely, following a calm horse. The horse kept running as if it didn't want to provoke the donkey. But as we all know, when a horse reaches its limit, its greatest weapon is its powerful legs. The donkey, however, could not foresee the danger that was about to come. The donkey sensed the danger, but it refused to give up. As the horse began to strike back, it suddenly spun around and unleashed a thunderous first kick, powerful like a clap of lightning, forcing the donkey to retreat. But the story didn't end there. The donkey stubbornly kept chasing after the horse until the second strike came, this time with both front legs. Fortunately, the donkey managed to dodge just in time. This isn't just a battle for survival, it's a testament to the courage of horses. They don't just run away. When pushed to the edge, they can transform into fierce warriors. Wild boar and the unexpected clash. In the grasslands where many species coexist, a young wild boar wandered close to a herd of horses, seemingly trying to steal food. Almost immediately, one of the horses asserted its strength with a powerful kick, forcing the boar to back off. It seemed like the situation had ended there, but the boar kept interfering with the grazing horse. And then the inevitable happened. The horse unleashed its ultimate move, knocking the boar to the ground. The boar lay writhing, waiting for its instinct to kick in and counterattack after that thunderous blow. This scene shows that even when faced with the giants of the grasslands, horses can still prove their might when pushed into a confrontation. Horse versus horse, a battle for power. Not every challenger comes from the outside. Sometimes the most dangerous enemy is one of their own. On a wide river, a herd of mature stallions is galloping at full speed. Suddenly, two of them stop and clash head-on, determined to prove their strength. The reason is simple, yet a matter of survival, fighting for territory and the right to lead the herd of mares. In the world of wild horses, only the strongest becomes the leader, while the weaker one is forced to leave. The battle begins with bites to the neck and shoulders. The sound of teeth clashing is sharp and violent. Muscles ripple, manes fly wildly. When one horse lunges forward, the other rears up on its hind legs and unleashes a storm of kicks. The fight drags on in fierce tension until one horse finally gives in and turns to flee. The sight leaves viewers both shaken and in awe. This is not just a brawl, it is a ritual of survival, where strength and willpower decide everything. One afternoon on a dirt path, a brave and curious goose trailed behind a horse making its way forward. Its loud honking echoed everywhere, as if declaring ownership of the road. But the goose forgot one crucial thing. The opponent in front of it wasn't some weak creature that could be easily bullied. The horse paused, observing for a few seconds. Then with astonishing speed, it lashed out, landing a kick straight at the goose. The impact resounded and the goose stumbled, collapsing into the grass. In just a moment, its confidence turned into sheer panic. The aftermath was severe. It became the bird with the most unusual beak in the entire flock. This story carries a familiar lesson from nature. Recklessness doesn't always lead to victory. For horses, patience has its limits, and when pushed too far, their kicks serve as an unforgettable reminder.
Oh, look!
The fearless rooster. One morning in the farmyard, as sunlight spilled over the tiled roof, a feisty rooster strutted toward a horse quietly grazing. Its crow, cock-a-doodle-doo, wasn't to greet the dawn but to issue a challenge. Hopping back and forth, wings spread wide, the rooster jabbed its beak again and again at the horse's legs. At first, the horse only lifted its hoof slightly, as if reluctant to harm such a tiny creature. But the rooster's persistence wore thin on its patience. Suddenly, the horse lashed out with a swift kick, so quick the eye could barely catch it. The rooster was sent flying, wings flapping wildly in midair before it crashed back onto the ground. Strangely enough, even after the blow, the rooster still tried to come closer, like a little warrior refusing to accept defeat. But the lesson was crystal clear. Stubbornness alone can't change the balance of power. For anyone watching, it was both a comical and unforgettable moment. A reminder of just how limited a horse's patience can be. Mischievous dog gets a warning out. In a peaceful field, a small dog darted around behind a horse. At first, it wagged its tail and playfully nipped at the horse's tail hair, like it was all just a harmless game. But to a horse, the back and tail area are the most sensitive spots.
别互动了。哎，走。
The curious honey badger paid the price. In the northern meadow where the restless the gentle murmur
What is this, honey badger horses in the first place?
Among a herd of horses. It walked slowly,
Messing with it.
its eyes fixed on a horse grazing.
Ooh.
The horse noticed the small intruder.
Gone.
Its ears shot up, breath quickened, and muscles tightened like a drawn bowstring. Before the honey badger could react, the horse's front leg came crashing down with the force of thunder in the forest. The honey badger lay motionless. For a few seconds, the entire scene fell silent. One afternoon on the green meadow, the horse was leisurely grazing. Suddenly, in the distance, a young deer appeared. It walked with steady steps, its eyes blazing as if to issue a challenge. Perhaps instinct told it that this was the moment to prove its strength against the horse. At first, the horse only lifted its head, silently observing. But when the deer came too close, the horse suddenly spun around and delivered a precise kick. The deer staggered, collapsing to the ground, and all of its initial arrogance vanished. This scene leaves a powerful impression. In the wild, pure muscle strength often decides the outcome faster than any strategy. The young deer learned that not every creature is easy to overpower, and the audience realized that reckless aggression without foresight can lead to a painful defeat. Crocodile by the river. Along a quiet trail, a horse and its herd were grazing when an uninvited guest shattered the calm. Surrounding the two species were countless people holding cameras, ready to capture the battle about to unfold. The crocodile waited for the moment when the horse lowered its head, its body unguarded. In just a split second, something extraordinary happened. The horse charged forward, slamming down with its powerful front hooves. Before the crocodile could react, it landed a crushing kick straight to the predator's snout. The sudden blow stunned the fearsome hunter, forcing it to retreat and slither back into the river. The scene left the crowd breathless. In a clash between two animals, both famed for their strength, the horse proved that courage can sometimes be even more powerful than natural weapons. Our second goat wasn't as bold, but it still ended up with a painful lesson after messing around with the horse's legs. This time, the horse fired off two powerful kicks in quick succession, knocking the goat flat on the ground, its initial confidence completely shattered. That moment was a reminder. For animals, territory is sacred. Once you cross the line too far, the consequences can be unpredictable. And horses, gentle as they may seem, can turn into fierce defenders when an intruder dares to step into their domain. The leopard and a mother's love. On the vast savanna, a young foal playfully ran around its herd, innocent and unaware of the danger creeping closer. A leopard stalked silently, its body tense, ready to pounce for the kill. When the predator leapt, the sudden noise triggered the mother horse's instinct. Without a trace of fear, she spun around and unleashed a powerful kick straight at the attacker. The blow landed squarely on the leopard's chest, sending it sprawling to the ground. With a furious snarl, the big cat retreated in defeat. That moment left a deep impression. A mother's love in the natural world is just as fierce as in humans. The mare was willing to face down a deadly predator, all to protect the fragile life by her side. Lion, the ultimate predator. The African savanna, as the crimson sun sinks low on the horizon. A hungry lion, after days of failed hunts, lurks silently in the tall grass. Its blazing golden eyes lock onto a zebra, a close relative of the horse. Hugging the ground, it creeps forward step by step, quiet as death itself. The fateful moment arrives. The lion bursts out, its muscular body launching toward the prey. But the zebra senses the danger just in time. With a pounding heartbeat, it spins around and unleashes a kick with the full force of its body. The impact echoes across the plain, and the lion, king of the jungle, is thrown backward, tumbling into the dust. For a few brief seconds, the most powerful hunter of the savanna is left weak, shaken, and retreating into the shadows. The zebra, with its unyielding legs, not only survives but proves an undeniable truth. In nature, no creature is ever truly invincible. From a playful pup to a mighty lion, every creature has to back down in the face of a horse's defensive power. Their kicks, bites, and sheer determination prove that gentle beauty always comes with extraordinary survival instincts. Horses are not only loyal companions to humans, but also natural-born warriors, and that makes them one of the most respected and admired animals on the planet. So what about you? Out of these 14 battles, which moment impressed you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Animal Pulse and support our channel so we can keep exploring the fascinating stories of the natural world together.